Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the JDM World. This is a podcast where we talk about Japanese domestic cars, legendary ones especially. We're going to talk about how is it famous and loved. We're also going to talk about the uniqueness and the history behind the car. So stay tuned everybody, and let's go.
So the car we're going to be talking about today is going to be the Nissan S15. Now this car is probably most well known in Japan for its drifting, its model, and everything about this car, man. This car is just absolutely incredible in Japan. It's so legendary.
Legendary.
So, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be talking about the 7th model, or the last one, also known as the S15. I can't remember if I said that already. I don't even know. But anyways. Now this car was so well known. It was first released in 1999 and ended production in 2002, and it was only sold in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, as well as Japan. Now, the production period was limited to 3.5 years, meaning only about 30,000 units were produced, which is still quite a bit, you know, like 30,000 people.
Still a lot. It's still out there.
Still a lot out there, yeah. And this car is really good, well known. Sad thing is, almost no one could have gotten it in the USA because it's illegal.
Yeah, it's banned in the USA because I forgot what the
there was a rule. It was like a 25-year rule, I think.
It was a 25-year rule.
Importing rule, something like that. I can't remember. And
I think it was from the National Highway Safety.
Something like that. Yeah.
Speed, something like that. It was like safety because I heard that, or I read that it would like cause, like, if those type of cars came over to the U.S., people would be, or the government would be worried about street racing.
Yeah, street racing.
All that.
Something like that.
Yeah, all that street racing stuff, drug racing, all that.
Yeah. The good news is that it's going to be legal like in 2 years, I believe, because it was released in 1999 and it's going to be legal in like 2024, I think.
Yeah.
Which is 2 more years.
Just 2 more years. It's not bad. People
really
still wait for that.
Yeah, man.
And now we're going to talk about the history behind the car. So, right?
The history? I don't know.
Yeah, the history.
The history? Why not?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead. So, the S15 is the S chassis is a popular drift car and a time attack car, especially the S13 through S15 vehicles. It was designed for drifting, and it was a very good weight distribution, right?
Yeah,
you could take off a lot of weight, and it was the type of car was very lightweight.
It was like evenly distributed the weight, so it was
evenly. It's incredible, and the car has enjoyed successful, having won 11 D1 Grand Prix championships. So 11.
11 is incredible. 11 Grand Prix, bro.
That's all legendary championships right there. With 8 different drivers driving the S15. There's several Japanese drivers I'm sorry, but I do not know how to pronounce the names.
Yeah.
Forgive me, everybody. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Also, it's gone through for years.
Wow.
People are very.
Man, don't you guys hate those cars that just drive by blasting music?
Blasting music? Come on, disrespectful.
Come on, yeah.
Hello, people. All right, here we go. Well, both the S14 and the S15 generations of the Silvia won the GT300 Clash Championship in 1997 and 2001, respectively. Right? That's how you say it?
Respectively, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, this car, the S15, had a very famous and successful drifting and very what's that racing called, like track racing?
Oh, track racing.
Yeah, all that racing type of stuff. Yeah. It was very good. because the car was able to do its job, and it was really nice overall. Really had a successful and a memorable history.
It's the most famous. It's like one of the most common ones, most famous cars.
Now we're gonna talk about the uniqueness. Yeah.
So this car, the S15, included an aggressive styling inside and out model, updating the previous styling of the Silvia with modern car design trends. Well, at that current time. The body dimensions were reduced from the previous generation so that it would comply with the Japanese government compact class, which would have an effect on sales of the previous model, which is kind of weird. You know, they gotta change it for the Japanese thing. It's kind of weird.
Can you talk about can you explain more over there about the uniqueness? Try to say more.
Because this car was just kind of unique. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what else to really say. You know.
I mean, had a lot of advantages.
It had a lot of differences. People loved this car.
People loved cars. Yeah. So what's next?
Like the engine. So this engine, the S15 was now boasting at a 250 PS or 247 bhp, or as well as 184 kilowatts. Kilowatts? I don't even know. kW? I don't know. At 6,400 RPM and 275 Nm. It also had a 203 pound-foot or 28 kilograms per meter. Man, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. At 4,800 RPM of torque from its SR20 DET inline 4 engine 27. Thanks to its ball bearing turbocharger and upgrade, as well as improved engine management system. The non-turbo SR20DE produced 165 PS or 163 bhp or 121 kilowatts.
Even though Nissan made for the S15, they made different types of models for the S15. They made the Spec R, which is probably I guess the most raceable.
They had two different specs.
Yeah,
cars,
they had
Spec S
a lot of they had different specs on it. They had different engines. But either way, all the different engines were still we're still powerful. There was at least over at least 230 horsepower or 230 horsepower. They were strong, OEM engines, made from the company itself.
Yeah, the two variants were called the Spec S and the Spec R. Both of the models offered an aero variant.
The Spec S, the Spec R.
With a giant rear wing, side skirts, balances, and a front bumper. So this was meant for drifting.
It was meant for drifting.
It was literally designed just for drifting because of its aerodynamics, which is pretty cool.
It's like he was born made to do so. That's what Nissan did with the S15. So now we're gonna talk about why is it famous and loved. So the S15 was a very, very popular car due to its rear wheel drive configuration. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, configuration or rear
configuration.
It's like its model, like how it was made.
Oh yeah, my bad. Guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Dummy. But yeah, also with great handling parts and interchangeability.
Yeah.
Yeah, and engine swap options too. You can switch the engines, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And car enthusiasts love the lightweight chassis combined with its powerful engine, which makes handling effortless.
Mm-hmm.
So this car was. You don't need too much effort driving this car.
You still need skill, but not too much effort in it.
Yeah, there's certain drift cars that you need more effort.
More effort,
more skill, more trained to be in order to really drift. The car perfectly. But this one was way easier. It was a little a little cheap, but I'm gonna say that. And what else? Also combined with its powerful engine. Just like I said,
just made it a really good drift car. Fast and really lightweight.
They became famous or perhaps infamous for the use of drifting competitions because people love the car and it was very expensive compared to other cars. Cost another $1,700, but now it's at least I don't know. It's more than I think more than 20,000 or 30,000.
Yeah, but it's still cheap considering if you want
when it came out when it was cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it's still cheap around that. Like if you want to get a used one, like a 2001.
I mean, yeah, you can still
in Japan.
you
In
still
Japan,
get
of
a
course.
pretty good price, but like
Yeah.
if you're trying to find like if you don't want to upgrade the car itself, then it's gonna be like a lot.
No, even the cheap, even you don't even need to add in that much modification. Just a little bit, and then it's like it's very little.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to change a couple more things, and then you're done. Like and all the parts are even cheap as well. So even for rookie drifters or for people who just want to start getting into it, this is I'm a guess. Of course I'm not a drifter.
Yeah.
But I'm a guess it's a good starting car considering how cheap it is and easy it is.
Yeah, if you're trying to import the car from Japan, you could probably find great prices.
Yeah.
Also used for 2001 Sylvia in the USA.
Yeah, that was how much? Yeah, like 17,000 about under.
Yeah.
That's for
and it's very cheap compared to something like a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Lamborghini's like could cost like thousands, hundreds.
Also, the S15 gained more hype, and obviously you could probably know from Tokyo Drift. Was the first car Sean.
It was the first one Sean drove when he was
in Japan.
In Japan, yeah. When he was in Japan, he was
he
trying to show if he could drift or not, and he wrecked the car.
He was trying to show off to this girl.
To the girl,
to this guy who could drift really good called DK.
Drift King.
You feel me? Yeah. Shout out to what's the guy's name?
The guy, I don't even know.
The friend with who's Sean?
Oh, Han.
No.
The Twinkie.
Twinkie.
Yeah,
Twinkie.
He gave it the nickname, the Mona Lisa, which is now a staple to the car, right?
Now it's like the car. The S15 was named the Mona Lisa in the Tokyo Drift, and that really spread out to the car world. So now people mostly call it the Mona Lisa. I don't understand why.
I don't understand why. I don't really get it. Like our S34 was called like the R34 man. Was like called the Godzilla because of how good it was at drifting. Like I understand Godzilla, but Mona Lisa, I don't want to see it.
It's a beast.
It was a beast, exactly.
And the Mona Lisa is probably beautiful and strong. Different types of way.
Cold or iconic, probably.
Like I said, it was nicknamed the Mona Lisa because Sean loved the car and it stuck.
Yeah, just stuck with the name.
Just stuck with the name. Some other facts too. The S15 had two variants called the Spec S, the Spec R.
Yeah, we already talked
Both
about
models offering an aero variant with a large rear wing, side skirts, Vulcans on front bumper. The S15 will be legal in 2024. Like we said, in 2 years. So like, there's not that much to wait for. I think once it comes out, a lot of people are gonna try to get it.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Especially car enthusiasts, the people that love JDM cars.
Yeah.
And basically. So guys, we're gonna end the podcast right here. We're gonna end the episode right here. We're finished talking about the S15. I think we enjoyed talking about this car. This car is very legendary.
Very nice.
And guys, I hope you liked the video. Comment what you think about the S15. And guys, have a good one.
Yep, take care.
Peace.